What's up, Leo? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal sessions, guys. In my sessions, like everything on this channel, I combine universal law of assumption, consciousness, and manifesting with tarot and channeling. So I look into your situation with your specific person or some unconscious patterns you might have in your love life, or look at what you actually want, and I help you to shift your awareness, your mindset, and actually get your desired results, what you prefer to manifest. So if that's something that you would like, then you can book in with me. If you want a more traditional tarot reader or a psychic, or you want some fast answers, I put links to my affiliates in the description box. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. And if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Leo, I'm going to do my usual check-in. The person on your mind, how do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? A projected potential outcome. I say potential to anyone new to the channel. Why? Because marrying into what I said earlier, I integrate the universal law of assumption, which essentially means that these tarot readings on my channel are a check-in point into one version of you and your specific person that you, Leo, have manifested, are manifesting and selecting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. Everything exists all at once. Everyone is you pushed out. Circumstances don't matter. Your desires are meant for you. You have them already through consciousness. If you would like to manifest this differently, all it requires is a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of Leo that you're being, and a reselection of your thoughts and assumptions. Okay, guys, that's it. If you don't know what I mean, you can check out my other content on manifesting, and I like to give you tips as I go. Okay, Leo, the person on your mind, Hierophant card in the reverse. Perhaps this is not turned into like a full traditional commitment. There could be differences in religion or culture. Let me see. 2 of Wands. There's indecision on the direction forward. Doesn't have to be for everyone as well, guys. So if anything you don't like, throw it out the window. But yeah, there's something about needing to make a plan or a decision that's coming up around commitments, loyalty, stability, Page of Swords, and there's definitely an observation energy, and this is a theme. So I wasn't really getting so much like this is a non-commit. When I said it's not yet a traditional commitment, I'm not saying this is a non-committal situation. I think this is more like, okay, we need to make a plan kind of thing, Leo. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the Justice card's in the reverse. We've got the Hermit, we've got 8 of Swords, and then we've got 7 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so there is this observation energy, Leo. There is this thinking about the future. There is this focus, I think, on commitment, on loyalty, on stability, but there seems to be a little bit of this trapped energy. You know, it might be about like kind of, this could go into a little bit of withdrawal. There could be a heavy focus on career and finance and money, okay? So that could be an issue. The Justice card here in the reverse is about, you know, getting to a sense of balance. I mean, there's a portion of you where, you know, legal matters, contracts, like work contracts, etc., is causing like a lot of stress. It also could be that there's been defensive energy between the 2 of you. Like there could be differences in values, because I saw that Hierophant card in the reverse. So trying to get on the same page in terms of what you want, what you value. Like that can be culture. One could be more conventional, more traditional, another person not, etc. Not a cheating type non-committal energy, guys. It's just more like trying to come to a balanced decision about the way forward. And it seems, 8 of Swords, that this situation, there's a lot of this trapped going round and round in the mind. I mean, this can also be like a negative mindset. Some of you are dealing with a situation where like marriage, divorce, legal matters have played into the situation. Again, I'm really not getting, because there's like a triangle, and I would call it, because I read every single reading differently, and the cards, I just go by the energy. It just looks like there's a defensiveness and there's a withdrawal energy, okay? Hermit card. But then there's this heavy focus on stability, okay? And King of Pentacles is a loyal energy. Yeah, we've got the Devil card in the reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. This could be a toxicity or a fear or something. It also could be an obsession with the material, to be honest with you. And that could be like what is like the obsession, the Eight of Swords, like trapped, obsessed with being enough, money, career, you know, and then that can play into making a just decision about like the relationship. I mean, tell me a bit more about this Devil card, Death card, okay? Queen of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I mean, look, Death card can be about like, first of all, closing out something else. So again, this could be, for some of you, there is this like fear mindset, one maybe of old crap, like you could be dealing with someone that has gone through divorce or has gone through like divorce, legal shit, etc. And has a fear, because Queen of Cups in the reverse can be a little bit like that. It can be the codependent queen, fear of not, you know, being enough, fear of not being worthy. There also could be this like pouring into money and all that kind of stuff. So that's like a negative mindset maybe about love, or there could also be this kind of fear of abandonment going on, because Devil card also is like codependency and like obsessions, etc. So look, Queen of Cups, also fear of like the love being withdrawn, okay? So that's fear, literally the moon. This could be psychological. Let me just see. Yeah, because around the Two of Wands, like a plan needs to be made. Which way is this going? There can just be this kind of withdrawal energy. I mean, Leo, maybe they have a fear that you pull back and that they're not enough. Queen of Cups in the reverse, you know, and that could be a history that they have. And then there's a defensive energy. They want to get past the defensiveness, but they're very full of fear. Eight of Swords. And the blindfold's on, like, where is this going? And they might always, there's an observation energy here. So there could be a lot of this watching and watching to see, you know, what you're up to, what you're doing, Leo, or vice versa. I mean, Death card is about transformation. This could also be about closing out unfinished business outside of your connection. Like I said, contractual, legal, divorce, etc. But more so, this is about like making things right where things have gotten a little bit, if there's been toxicity, letting go of what is creating toxicity between the two of you, which is essentially fear. And maybe even obsession with like materialism. There also could be some fears around like loyalty, but I wasn't getting that there's actually that, and I would call it in the circumstances, I actually don't pick up third party like shit. I'm just saying, I think that there's an obsession with like being enough and career. Yeah, there's a Tower going on here. Okay, what's this Tower? Judgment card in the reverse. There also could be this kind of, Leo, I'll be honest, like you could have rows with this person or Towers where things feel unfair. Because like the Judgment card in the reverse is also shadow. It's like judgmental energy, and you could get defensive with one another, okay? And that causes eruptions and trigger points. And this could be a pattern this person has of like not being enough and feeling like obsessed with doing better, being better, etc., and a negative mindset. And then there's this kind of thing going on between the two of you. And also, I guess it's like, can this be balanced out, or is this ending? Okay, and maybe it goes in and out like that. Withdrawal. And I'm not saying that to spook you guys, because the Ace of Pentacles here would be about commitment or recommitment to the situation. But it's also like what's not working must go. So there might be a bit of this kind of dynamic going on between the two of you. Fears that may have actually nothing to do with really like your actual circumstances or your connection or your relationship. It just might be old baggage, like old shit, or psychological. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, let me see. The Moon, yeah, the Fool card is in the reverse. Fears, limiting beliefs. The Fool card, it's like, can we leap onto a new cycle? Can we transform things? A small portion of you, yes, I think this person is loyal, but there's been a lack of plan because something needs to be completed outside when it comes to, like I said, there could be a divorce that's being wrapped up. It could be legal matters, financial. And so there's this fear of really going for it. Or love can feel like a risk in a way because this person has like gone through a shit storm before. And there's defensive energy. I know that like that's convoluted, guys, but it's just more channeling than it is anything else. So what do they want? And then we're going to get to you, Leo, because you can tweak any of this. Okay, Page of Cups is in the reverse. There's like, and then Knight of Swords. You have like arguments, or the communication can get erratic between the two of you. Page of Cups in the reverse. This is like the wounded inner child, if I'm going to be honest. So there's like all this fear. It's psychological. I also feel like this can mean that there's not a trusting in what's on offer emotionally. Okay, because there's conflict and tension. Five of Wands. There might be a sense of like questioning, is there competition? And that's coming down to not being enough. Okay, and a negative mindset. And so then there's fears, and what's the plan forward? So this could be like, okay, can we shift things, or is this over? Now guys, one, if it's not your reading, fuck it in a bucket. Two, if it is, don't spook it. Don't let it spook you. It's all come through you, not blaming you, Leo. Like, you can tweak this in any moment. But we've got Virgo energy, we've got Scorpio energy, we've got Capricorn energy, we've got Libra energy, lots of Scorpio, guys, and we've got Pisces energy and Aquarius. All right, Leo, let's see what the fuck's going on with you. And then honestly, I'm going to get some oracle cards. For any of you that feel like you are going through this ongoing dynamic, or like you've seen repetitive cycles in love, or with your specific person, hot, cold, etc., I have created a free guide. There is a link in the description box of the video to get you back into your God power as the operant power of your reality, as the selector of your reality, and to break all these loops and these cycles, and to actually get the preferred version of a person, manifest them. So check it out, okay? But it's about raising your self-concept and getting into your God power first and foremost, and identifying where this cycle has come from, okay? So Leo, how do you feel? Knight of Swords as well. Okay, oops, things get erratic. Oops. Gosh, guys, I'm really like amped up. I had too much coffee. Things get erratic. Knight of Swords, maybe there's harsh communication. You could have arguments with this person, okay? Let's see. How do you feel about this person, Leo? Ace of Pentacles, but in the reverse. You question, you know, is this person really like, you know, either you question, do you want to commit to this? Or sometimes it seems like this person is, you know, there's other competing interests, and I'm not even really getting like other people. I'm getting, it's like this person might have obsessions about like their status, their career, or a lot of fears that make them seem very withdrawn. So maybe you question, are they really like stable? You know what I mean, Leo? Okay, how does Leo feel about this person? Nine of Pentacles. Career and money could be playing into it. Some of you might just be very focused on career and money. Some of you, maybe you wonder, Nine of Pentacles, if you want to be single. Six of Swords, can you move it in a smoother direction? Some of you, travel is a thing. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's you, Leo, the Sun card coming out. You feel like when it's good, but like the Sun card in the reverse is like, it's a little dulled. And I think it's this Knight of Swords. It could be the way you communicate with one another. Yeah, the Knight of Cups is in the reverse. The Three of Pentacles is in the upright. Again, career could be a factor that's really playing into things, like an obsession with career. And then that causes erratic communication between the two of you. Like, you're not really validating me. Queen of Cups in the reverse. You're not giving me the attention. Or again, this person could be very stressed, or you could have a lot of stress when it comes to outside factors, okay? Outside competing interests, like non-romantic, just it's somehow impacted on you and this person, and like the love feels a little bit, the romance doesn't feel very turned on. And the Knight of Cups in the reverse, Leo, also can be like, because the Page of Cups is in the reverse here, it's like not really trusting completely like the love that's on offer. All these Cups cards seem to be in the reverse, and that's like either that there's difficulty in really expressing the love and showing up lovingly because trust issues, or because of stress. And then we've got the High Priestess in the reverse. So this is like, you could go in and out of silence with this person, or Leo, this could be about like, you know, needing to say what's what, because Nine of Wands is about being very guarded. And so the guarded energy, there could be a lot of this negative assumptions. Also, this is like, are you keeping things from me? So that's suspicion, which I don't really get. Like, I don't think that, I mean, the Moon card is fear, and there's this cycle going on here. I mean, Nine of Wands, let's see. Four of Pentacles, yeah, it's fear and insecurity. Are you keeping things from me? So it's like, are you holding back? This is also like, again, obsession about money and the material. So that could be a thing. Like, also, Leo, this can be control issues, controlling emotions, or over controlling an obsession, like, you know, fear of abandonment and like negative assumptions. Do you understand what I'm saying, Leo? Like, I hope I'm making sense. Look, Leo, there you pushed out. I'm not excusing if someone is showing up like a shit or whatever, but in the end of the day, if you want a healthy, secure, happy relationship with this person, with the best communication, etc., no one to change but self, and then concept of them, like your dominant thoughts and assumptions. So you need to be like, no, we're so open with one another, we have the best communication. If they're having issues and they look absent or they're obsessed with their career or whatever, you'd be like, no, our connection is the top priority. I am always the priority. I mean, there's just this block here. Let me see what this Knight of Cups, Three of Swords, hurt feelings. I mean, some of you, yeah, Three of Swords, Ace of Wands, you want to revive the passion. There's like hurt feelings when it comes to like erratic communication or even arguing. The Nine of Cups is in the reverse. Maybe some of you argue and there's drinking. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Maybe there's also old pain, okay, that is being recycled between the two of you. And the old pain might be about like, okay, you're not really cooperating with me, or you're holding back on me. But you're passionate about them, Leo. You also might, Three of Swords might be old pain from exes, etc. So this is like, you know, an assumption that the love's not really trustworthy. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I mean, Justice card, yeah. This is about coming to balance, or a decision needing to be made about the connection, okay? Because, you know, there's been maybe indecision like about the way forward as well, Leo. Now, if you're the one that feels like this person seems absent, indecisive, etc., firstly, I don't think this person's fucking around, like, I'll be honest, or cheating. I think that it's like you have to make the decision if you want them to look reliable, stable, solid, be open, be less in their head, emotionally available, all this kind of stuff. You just need to select that version. You've both got Seven of Wands in the reverse. There's like persist or don't. Guard is up. Again, Three of Swords and the Justice card. This could be hurt feelings connected to old energy, like marriage, divorce, or there is this insecurity because legal matters and work and career is playing into it. But this is also just more so like Justice card is balance. So there's this wanting balance. You might feel like this person holds back, or insecurities are at play here. Or there's jealousy issues if there's like this sense of other people or other interests, which may not even be founded at all. Literally. I mean, it's just a lot of fears going on. I mean, this, you could be dealing with possessiveness, obsession, because that's the Devil card. Obsession, possession, hold back, restraint, negative mindset. I know it's not a very like pleasant or positive reading, Leo, but like honestly, again, if it's not your reading, don't take it. If it is your reading, you can tweak any behavior of anyone through you. Everyone is you pushed out, and you have infinite reflections, infinite versions of people. You can have it completely differently. If you keep holding this person dominantly in the assumption that this is how they behave, this is how they show up, they're going to show up and continue to show up that way. Leo, if you don't want them, also it's totally fine, okay? But you always have the choice, and I don't take away power of choice, okay? So also, if you want better dynamic just generally, or you want to call something else in, maybe some of you want a new love or a new passion, and you're thinking about disconnecting from this person, then, you know, it's like either can you cooperate or you want something else. Something's coming to a head in this moment, in this reading, guys, because there's a tower, okay? Now, it might not be the first time that you felt a tower. So if you want to shift this, one, you can check out the guide that I've mentioned. Two, you can actually shift your self-concept, and also if you want to shift them, you would have to select, just disconnect and like from this, detach, okay, guys? Like it's moment by moment, fresh start. they will shift for you faster than what you'd imagine. You have to let go of the old story. Check out the last video that I did about it is whatever you say it is. And also the infinite realities video that I did, the last 2 manifesting videos. I hope that they'll help you to really grasp this. But you can absolutely get people to do a 180 and shift and tweak things, okay? Libra energy, Pisces energy. All right, Leo, sorry for the meandering. It has been a long day, but I hope in essence it's helped. Let's see what they want in this moment. Look, we have love. The love's been turned off somehow, or it goes in and it goes out, and there's a lot of negativity that just either this person has, you know, they have a negative mindset because they're holding on to some resentments about things, and then there's judgments and whatever. So then choose the person that's not. The version that is only, there's only the love flowing, it's available. Look, they do have love for you. We have, yeah, heartbreak, pain, date. Okay, there's a fear of abandonment. There's a fear that, you know, you're going to go with someone else potentially, guys. Fear of not being enough. Because I was getting like Page of Swords, observation. There could be jealousy issues. Now, this also says date online. Some of you might have met online. Otherwise, they could be like watching you and trying to see whether or not you're going to go with someone else. Because there's this kind of, maybe this is something this person has experienced before. You know, distrust issues, because we've got grounding, stability and security, performance, growth and endurance. What did I say? This person has an obsession about being enough and about money, career, stability, security. They're a stable person. So I'm not getting that they're messing around when I said that from the beginning. And I would absolutely be honest with you guys, okay? Because we've got stop the pattern. With this devil card, said it from the beginning. That is what they want. Cut down, stop the pattern, silent treatment, or separation, guys. And again, I'm not spooking you. No one's going anywhere unless you want them to. And even if someone were to break up with you, you can revise it in a fucking moment. Everything is your script, moment by moment. Okay, guys? But like, then we have karmic relationship, resentments and triggers. There's so much triggering. Okay, that's where the towers come from. Now you can get rid of the trigger because we're the cause, they're the effect, right? Each of us, you're the God of your reality. So you change the story and shift, they will shift. Okay, maybe you're feeling like this person's controlling. Maybe you feel like this person is, like I said, obsessed with material stuff. Maybe you fight. Maybe their fear of abandonment then creates defensiveness, judgmental energy, then you retaliate. For those of you for whom this is actually your reading, then I hope that I've given you some advice to like shift the dynamic. And either way for you, Leo, if you want like the best possible thing moving forward, then, you know, you can still adopt the advice that I gave you, right? All right, Leo, I really do hope that that resonated for some of you. And like I said, it doesn't have to be for everyone. Something's coming to a head, but also, like I said, moment by moment by moment, you can shift it. So this is not set in stone. Yep. Okay. I'm sending you guys so much love. You can let me know in the comments if it resonated or was helpful. I intend that it did help some of you. And I will check in with you guys in 2 weeks' time.